Mr. President, I come back to the Senate floor today, as I have on many occasions, to urge all of us to take action on a policy that's bipartisan in its support and in its ramifications. And that policy is the production tax credit for wind energy. And we need to renew that production tax credit. Why? Well, it's encouraged billions of dollars in investment, and it's helped create tens of thousands of good-paying American jobs all across our country. But I have to tell you, our inaction here over these last months is truly jeopardizing the future of what's really a promising industry. We've literally, over the last month, seen wind industry jobs in the thousands disappear. And that's not just a statistic, that's just not a statement. Those jobs have affected real Americans. And these job losses were completely preventable. And it's time for us to get back to work and extend the production tax credit so that our wind energy industry can also get back to work. And one of the things I've done, Mr. President, I've come to the floor some 20-plus times, is focus on an individual state. And I want to today talk about a state that has incredible potential for wind power, and that's Montana, the last best place, as Montanans like to describe their amazing state. And like almost every state in the country, Montana's seen the jobs, clean energy, and economic benefits of wind power. And I want to take the viewers on a little bit of a tour of Montana. The Big Sky Country is home to wind resources that could meet the state's current electricity needs 210 times over, which if you compare that to other states, Montana then has the third highest amount of wind resource potential in the country. And so it's a prominent player in the future progress of our nation's wind industry. And it's therefore no wonder that Montana has seen strong development in the wind energy sector. And if you look at Udall County up here in the northwest quarter of Montana, that's the site of a new wind farm, the Rimrock Wind Farm, north of Cut Bank, and it has 126 turbines, completed the project in September of this year. And what's most important is when you think about the jobs for local workers and then the $2 million in tax revenue that's been generated, which contributes to the $5.7 million in property taxes from wind farms across the state that all go to those local communities for schools, for roads, for social services to enhance the quality of life for those Montanans. This wind farm, the Rimrock Wind Farm, will power thousands of Montana homes. And as I've mentioned, along with the other wind farms across the state, it's provided great construction jobs as the project was built. So Montana will continue to be an attractive state for wind development. But with the expiration of the PTC looming, literally within about 6 weeks, Mr. President, the PTC will expire. The future growth of this important industry in Montana is in jeopardy. And we've seen just how important this industry is to our energy and manufacturing future. And if it's sidelined by partisan wrangling here, that would be truly a tragedy. And I know, like the presiding officer's state of New Mexico and my state of Colorado, the people of Montana know that we need an all-of-the-above energy strategy to improve our overall energy security. And wind is playing a major role in that effort. And we know Montana's two senators, Senator Baucus and Senator Tester, are hardworking. They're very effective, and they've always supported the production tax credit for their state and for the country. And Senator Baucus himself, as the chairman of the Finance Committee, pushed forward a package of bipartisan supported tax extenders in early August that included the extension of the PTC. And it's just crucial that we take up this package as soon as we possibly can and pass it. And I want to acknowledge the work of Senator Baucus and his focus on creating American jobs and securing true energy security. But his work, our work, isn't finished. We've got to get the PTC over the finish line and affirm our solid commitment in this chamber to Made in America energy and American manufacturing. And it's this simple, Mr. President. If we fail to extend the production tax credit, we are in effect shipping thousands of jobs overseas to places like China and Europe and our foreign competitors. So I come to the floor again to implore all of my colleagues to stop this possibility from becoming a reality. I want to reiterate, it isn't a partisan issue. There's broad support in this body for wind energy. There's also support in the House. So there's bicameral support as well as bipartisan support. We risk losing thousands of jobs and crippling an industry that's just now establishing itself as a very important part of our economic portfolio. I think the presiding officer would agree that we're sent here by the people of our states to make smart, informed decisions about the future on behalf of the American people. And if we let this important tax credit, production tax credit, expire, it would be a decision we would all regret. I want to underline, too, that the tax credit is applied once that power is produced. This isn't a speculative subsidy. This isn't based on hoping that something will happen. It actually is based on power that's produced. Then that tax credit is directed to the utility or the power company. In some cases, the community power agency that provides the power. So it's based on actually producing those electrons through wind energy. So let's show America and the world that we are as committed to energy independence and job creation as we often say. Wind is key to that, reaching that goal. Wind is the path to that goal. Let's put action behind our words and pass the production tax credit as soon as possible. It's as simple as, Mr. President, the production tax credit equals jobs. So the PTC equals jobs. Let's pass it as soon as possible. Let's pass it ASAP.